Yo, what's going on, everybody? Back for this Thursday slate. In this video, we're going to look at the early slate. So we have a 4-game slate starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So let's get right into it. Please like and subscribe before we get started. I will probably have a main slate video out maybe in the morning for tomorrow, but this video we're just going to go over the early slate. So starting off at pitcher, we have, Zack Wheeler's at the top at 10,000. He's been pitching amazing as of late. He has 10 or more strikeouts in 3 out of his last 4 starts. And he goes very deep into games. He's thrown 107 pitches, 111, 109, 111. So he's not getting pulled at like 80 pitches like some other guys, some other starters. He goes very deep. He has electric stuff, and it seems like he's really starting to figure everything out with the strikeouts, with 11 strikeouts in 2 out of his last 4 and 10 in the other one. So he's really pitching well. This matchup here against the Nationals it's a decent matchup. They do have a bunch of solid hitters in the lineup now that Rendon is healthy and Soto's healthy. But with the lack of top pitching option on this slate, I think I will go with Wheeler on the upside that he has with the strikeouts, because the Nationals do have, they strike out at a decent amount, not great, but not super low, not one of the lowest K teams. So I think Wheeler can be good. And besides Wheeler, I like Chris Bassitt as my second guy. So gonna pay up for pitching today because on this slate, it's only 4 games. I don't really think that there's any really good, valuable, cheap options. I mean, Zach Davies is only 7,000. He's pretty cheap too, so you could probably play him if you want against the Phillies. But Bassitt at just 8,600 more than him. I mean, just 1,600 more than him. I'll be able to find some savings because I do already have some good value plays that I like for the bats. But Bassitt's at 8,600. He's been pitching great. He has 31 strikeouts in just 24 innings. He also doesn't walk many guys, only has 7 walks on the season. He's pitching against a Detroit team that strikes out a ton against right-handed pitching. So it seems like a good spot for him to continue his success. He has a great variety of pitches, especially his curveball is really great. So I think Bassitt's in for a good outing here and can definitely get you like close to 10 strikeouts here. And hopefully he can get the win and go 7+ innings. He's gone 7 innings in 2 starts, and last one almost went 8 innings. So he's very efficient since he's not walking many guys and giving up many hits. All right, so with the stacks today, I think the Royals and Rangers game stack is probably the best approach. So I'm going to start it off with second baseman Nikki Lopez. He just got called up a few days ago. He's extremely cheap. He is batting 2. He's batting right there in the 2 spot for the Royals since he's been called up. So you're getting a tremendous value from him at this price tag at just 3,300. Normally, guys in this price range are batting like 7th, 8th, or 9th, but he's batting 2 against Lynn. Lynn has been, I don't think he's been that good this season. We'll look at his numbers. Yeah, he's a 5.48 ERA. He's good in some starts, but other starts he just blows up, so he's kind of unpredictable. But what you do like to see with him is that he gives up a ton of walks. 17 walks in just 47 innings is a lot. He also has given up 6 home runs. So with the walks is a good sign, especially against his Royals team, because they have base stealers up and down the lineup. They love to run. They lead the league in steals. They led the league in steals last season, and they will most likely lead the league in steals this season. And Lopez has speed. Before he got called up from AAA, he had like 9 stolen bases already through 31 games and was crushing it in AAA with a 353 batting average and a 500 slugging. So he has some power, has speed, and gets a platoon advantage here. I like him a lot at just 3,300. At third base, I'm probably going to pay up for Hunter Dozier. You can play him at first or third base. I really like him. He's been a great hitter this season. Took a huge step forward from last season. Last season, he showed some power, but this season, he has just been, he's really improved the batting average, has struck out a lot less than he did last year. And as you can see, the game logs, lots of double-digit game logs from him. He's been crushing right-handed pitching. Show you guys the numbers for him in 104 at-bats. He has a 356 batting average, 2 right-handed pitching this season with 8 of his 9 home runs coming against righties. And that gives him a 365 ISO and a 721 slugging percentage. So I really like Hunter Dozier here, even though he's expensive. I think he can make up for it with all it takes is one good hit from him, one home run, and he's already made value. So at 4,700, going with it, his teammate Nikki Lopez allows me to easily fit him in there. In the outfield, I like Nomar Mazara again. So was pretty good yesterday. He had a couple of hits, had a deep double, had a single. He's still cheap at just 4,000 for the matchup here against Homer Bailey. Hopefully Bailey lives up to his name and gives up a couple home runs here against this Rangers lineup. Mazara was struggling going into yesterday, but like I said, he played well. Now he has 3 straight 2-hit games, so he is hitting the ball a lot better as of late. And the power home runs should come very soon. Definitely could go deep here in this one against Bailey, who struggles against both sides of the plate and gives up a ton of home runs. Look at the numbers for Bailey this season. He has improved his strikeout rate this season, but we all know that when he gives it up, he makes mistakes right in the heart of the plate, and he can easily you can easily hit one out against him. So he's been pretty good against lefties. It's only 81 at bats. Look at his numbers last season. Yeah, so take what you want. If you think he's a good pitcher all of a sudden this year against lefties, you can, but I don't think so because his career numbers are much worse to lefties, and it's a small sample size this season. So I'll go with a small sample size. I like Mazara here at just $4,000. And then finally, I like another guy that just got called up from the Rangers, Willie Calhoun. He's only 3,800. He already hit a home run in his first game yesterday. He's 3,800. He's been crushing it before he got called up. He had 8 home runs in just 32 games. He has power with Elvis Andrus going onto the DL or into the IL. He's going to get consistent at-bats. He hit near the top of the batting order today. I think he hit 2, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you get a guy at 3,800 against Homer Bailey, a lefty-righty matchup here. And he's just a good hitter. And I think he can continue his success today. So he's another guy that I like at 3,800.